Lagos, with a population figure of over 23 million, has an economy that is larger than any other economy in the economic community of West African States sub-region. The state plays a pivotal role in the Nigerian economy and as the nation's commercial nerve center, remains the focal point of economic activities.
When you say Lagos, I think Lagos is naturally endowed. The location of Lagos encourages trade because you have the sea and you have the colonial administrative system set up in Lagos. And most of the indigenes of Lagos, they are well educated in law, commerce, economics. So they fit into the administrative system of the British colonial masters.
The gross domestic product accounted for 25.6% of Nigeria's GDP and more than 40% of non-oil GDP. Over 50% of Nigeria's non-oil industrial capacity is located in Lagos. It is also Nigeria's financial hub, with all major banks having their headquarters in the state. She is home to the Nigerian Stock Exchange and accounts for over 80% of Nigeria's foreign trade and generates over 50% of Nigeria's port revenue. With a high dependence on internally generated revenue, Lagos' economy is driven mainly by services, finance, telecoms, trade and commerce, hospitality and entertainment, consumer goods, and consumption. Lagos consumes more than 75% of Nigeria's energy. Agriculture, transport, housing and security, investments in these sectors will be the focus of the government's growth and poverty eradication program in the medium and the long term. According to the Lagos Bureau of Statistics report, the rebased GDP of Lagos was estimated to be 22.94 trillion naira by 2018, with a projected growth rate of 10% from 2014 through to 2018. As enviable as the economic growth picture of Lagos State is, there is a lot of room for improvement as cost of fund is high, interest rate is a double digit, while there are other factors inimical to entrepreneurial development. People are badly hit by unemployment as job creation has not kept pace with the increasing working age population due to financial constraints.
Improving the economy, you don't look at big factory and all these multinational production capacities. You go down to the basic. So a lot of people that deals in trade, commerce, commerce is what drives the economy anywhere. So we have a lot of people that are into commerce in Lagos. They add value. What we can do is to encourage these people to deepen their commercial activities and be an employer of labor instead of doing their own business and using it to cater for themselves. So the government should do everything possible to empower the indigenes, the small-scale industries, so that they can be employing a lot of people, 10, 20, and they will be the serving area for larger industry. For instance, in India and some other countries, you have a small industry that produces nuts and boats, which will be supplied to the car manufacturers. And we have those that produce belts, so they contribute to the capacity building of the big organization. So we still have to go down and empower the people, give them technical training, and then educate.
I knew about them it's over 2-3 years ago. Initially, that period they haven't started at all. They come to our meeting in Malausa during the period of Mamaloja General, the late Abibatu Magaji. They introduced this to us that they will be giving us some petty cash loan from Lagos State to assist the marketers and the traders. During that period, we thought it's just a mere thing. But thank God it's now real, because they come later during the Fasholas regime, they coordinate names, they give us forms, which is free. We even submit our form. We hope that maybe they are playing us game, but they have started doing batch by batch, local government by local government, until we reach our own local government.
I will introduce last week through Equity, because last week through Equity, that is a very good micro microfinance something, but they make everything easy for everybody. They don't worry anybody. They do this like that they can just give their money. They don't worry anybody without to they make it easy for everybody.
Well, for a business person, no amount is too small. But for what they are giving us, I've been a two-time beneficiary of this said Last May program. And I think the first time I was given 500,000.
3 years ago, is one of the workers that come to us to come and advertise it. They told us about the loan of it group loan, and they introduced some products to us like our thermocube, and we bought generator, freezer, etc. It's helped our business. But we pay back weekly, every week, and it's a little money that we are paying back. Now we collect 50, paying back 3,000. So after we pay finish, we collect another 70, we pay back 4,000, and there's no problem with it. That is what it was.
Finance is the resource that connects all aspects of the economy. The entire spectrum of the financial services industry is inspired by the focus, energy and consistency being deployed by the present administration to bring about a new Lagos through various change initiatives. To combat these deficiencies towards boosting the economy of Lagos, there was a deliberate effort to alleviate poverty and stimulate sustainable development at the microfinance level. The state government took the initiative and adopted the microfinance credit scheme as the potent weapon for empowering the very poor, and this has been successfully demonstrated in several parts of the world. On the 5th of March of 2008, the Lagos State government launched the Lagos State Microfinance Institution to accelerate the pace of the onslaught against poverty in the state. Under this scheme, the Lagos State Microfinance Fund was established to provide a debt fund to selected partner microfinance banks that will in turn grant loans directly to micro entrepreneurs in line with guidelines that are put in place from time to time.
This is part of the reason which Lagos State considered, because Lagos State, during their campaign, the politician, they promised to give employment, and you don't talk of employment by counting the people working in offices. The people that are doing buying and selling, they have shops, they employ people, that is part of employment. So if government assists all these people to produce, to employ at least 2 or 3 people, they have provided employment. This is why Lagos State government decided to make sure that if I put up a microfinance institution, we will partner with other financial institutions, microfinance banks, to give cheap loan to traders and artisans, because all these people, they cannot go to commercial banks to get loan. Commercial bank will require collateral, but with Lagos State system microfinance institution, they said that, look, we will give this microfinance bank money to loan to these people at a reduced interest rate and no collateral, but personal guarantee. The only thing I want to say is that according to Last May law, we are supposed to have a partnership, with well-meaning people, not philanthropy, but people that can invest, that can carry out what we call impact investment. They will impact on the people, and at the same time they will make profit. So these people, they can channel their money to us, and the profit or the interest, they will not be the commercial rate. So it will be a lower one, and the money will be used for a purpose which they too they will seize. So this is what is in vogue now, impact investment. So if you can partner with well-meaning people, for instance, look at banks, look at big corporations, they have corporate social responsibility expenses. So if that can be channeled to LASME, in partnership, and then we use it to create employment, to to bring up the active poor, it will be okay.
Primarily, the objective of the institution is to provide basic financial assistance to micro-entrepreneurs in the rural and urban areas that may not normally be in a position to benefit from the services of the orthodox banking system due to their inability to provide the required collateral security. The institution also aims to alleviate poverty by empowering the poor through the distribution of the dividends of democracy to the people, by providing basic financial assistance and other value-added services for the growth of micro-entrepreneurial economic activity through partner microfinance banks.
In our city microfinance bank, we believe that once we touch the lives of the rural populace, by extension, we are touching the lives of the family. And in that wise, as we partner with LASME, we will be touching the lives of many more people. And the Lagos State government will have the credit in conjunction with LASME. It helped a lot because one of my beneficiaries was there during the first time we collect ours. There's nothing in his hand by that time, and the loans comes in. It boosts his business. With a small change, they allow us to pay the money either monthly or weekly. If you pay it weekly, it's a payment, about 4,000 something per week. And if you pay it monthly, it's about probably 18,000 per month for 6 months. We really enjoy it. It benefited, like me now, it benefited me a lot. It gives me about turning off my own little business I'm doing.
Additionally, the institution is also to audit the records of the Lagos State Microfinance Fund with the partner microfinance banks to ensure disbursement in a way designed to achieve the aim of government, collaborate with local and foreign development finance agencies so as to attract people-oriented development projects. The institution also promotes a synergy between the public and the private sector, as it creates awareness amongst potential entrepreneurs who have gone through centers of learning like secondary schools, technical and vocational centers, and even tertiary institutions. The activities of the institution helps avail potential entrepreneurs with credit facilities, which in turn enhances the purchasing power of the individual and households. This has a multiplier effect on the economy of any state by generating growth and reducing poverty in the polity. Granting microfinance facility to members of artisan groups and cooperative bodies in Lagos State is in line with the new policy initiatives of the institution, which focuses on developing enterprises that will add value to the economy of the state through extension of credit to artisans, groups, members of cooperatives, and other well-structured associations in the real sector of the economy, like the market women and men, small-scale businesses, skill acquisition centers, amongst others. In its drive to provide food security in line with the Millennium Development Goals, which aims at eradicating extreme poverty and hunger, the state government established the Agricultural Youth Empowerment Scheme, Agric Yes. The policy thrust of the scheme is to engage, equip, and empower youths with resources to become world-class agro-entrepreneurs. The first batch of 100 youth farmers who successfully completed the course have been empowered with a sum of 500 million naira by the state government through the Lagos State Microfinance Institution.
The state government, through the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives, decided to, part of employment too, to train graduates or school leavers to become farmers. So they set up a farm settlement for them in Araga, in Ekpe. So they train them in basic, practical. In fact, the first set of people trained, during the examination, the first person that took the candidate or the student that scored the highest mark was given a scholarship to Israel, because the Israel were employed to train them. They were given scholarship. And the state government then believed that if we train these people, give them land space, give them money as capital, give them a working capital as well. Money as capital is to make sure that they buy cages, they do fish ponds, and hatchery, vegetable. So they train them so that, because any trainee from that place will not be able to have money to set up this thing. So they keep them in that place, give them housing. While they are doing this, they are paying them a salary. So, and the money they use to buy all the capital equipment is given to them as loan. And the one for their running expenses is loan too. The loan is divided into two, the capital and the working capital. And they are going to repay the loan back in 7 years. And the beauty about it is that they made them to pay interest of 2.5% on the capital, and they have to pay over 7 years. And the working capital, 7%, to pay over 7 years as well. So it is believed that these people, they will get trained and they can even opt out before that and set up their own farm. And if any of them set up his own farm or our own farm, because you have ladies among them, they are duty bound to employ about 4 or 5 people. So this is another way Lagos believe that they can create employment and then food security. Because all the eggs they produce, they sell it at the Alausa here, and they sell eggs to so many companies and outlets and chicken as well.
The need to enhance the image of the state as a mega city and meet some of her challenges, especially in areas of transportation, in view of its population density and attendant pressure on public transport, informed the State Microfinance Bank's decision to partner with the Lagos State Taxi Drivers and Cab Operators Association to enhance their capacity on service delivery and as well empower its members to become vehicle owners through the Lagos State Microfinance Institution's Drive to Own scheme. Lagos State Microfinance Institution has given out 346,950,000 naira as loans to Lagos State Taxi Drivers and Cab Operators Association in the state to purchase brand new taxis.
Well, you see, from time immemorial, you know that the practice in the taxi business is that somebody will buy a car, give it to a driver, so to deliver on daily basis. And at any time, the owner of the car can say, look, I don't want you again, you can go. And all these drivers, they are married, they have children. So if they don't have employment, the home will not be okay. And they can beat their wives, they cannot send their children to school. So then Lagos State said that, okay, instead of you suffering like this, let us help you through a partnership. So we approach bank on their behalf. We pay the equity contribution that the bank wants before they give them the car. So they give them the car, and we say they are going to, we monitor all this thing, and they will pay back over 3 years. And these cars are used as a security. But the good thing about it is that it's owner-driver. After 3 years, the car belongs to the man. So he will work very hard to make sure that the car belongs to him. But most importantly, it is done for Lagos being a mega city, that they don't want rickety vehicles on the road, so that all the cars are new with air condition, and they appeal to many people in Lagos. This is why Lagos State has gone into that, just to create employment and make sure that the citizens are enjoying.
Since inception, the Lagos State Microfinance Institution has also disbursed 150 million naira microcredit to members of the Association of Community Market Women and members of the Lagos State Chapter, Nigeria Association of Small-Scale Industrialists in the state. Additionally, the State Microfinance Institution also disbursed the sum of 40 million naira as microcredit to members of the Lagos State Council of Tradesmen and Artisans as pilot scheme, while the request for disbursement of an additional 40 million naira is being processed. The focus of the developmental agenda of the Lagos State government is in creating an enabling environment to encourage entrepreneurs by making startup of businesses easy, as this means the regulatory environment is more conducive for local firms. Lagos remains the preferred destination in Nigeria, and all roads lead to Lagos. For the Lagos State government, the bottlenecks associated with startup capital has been minimized, and so Lagos remains the best place to do business in the West African sub-region.
State government has taken the first step by creating LASME. If all states are doing this, a lot of people will not be rushing to Lagos. Lagos is at the forefront of everything. If another state says, Lagos is doing this, he has voted so much money for this and this and that, everybody is doing that, they will run back to their destiny and do their own business. Lagos is a big city where you can make money quickly if you are not lazy. And this comes back to the population. So if you are selling pure water, look at the people selling pure water by the roadside or at the garage. They can sell 10 cartons a day. And there's another woman at the garage there that has a freezer. Yes. With small generator, it will power this freezer, put pure water there overnight. In the morning, these people will come and buy. So the turnover, the little amount, at the end of the day, is a lot of money because of the population.